All right, we're so back and learning about Pokemon in the Master Puzzle. It's quite devious to put a Master Puzzle on a Monday, man. Librarian, is this screen region right? I haven't looked at my computer monitor since Friday, so I can't tell if it's just I've got like new rods and cones, so it looks different to me, or if it looks it looks normal. Sure, it looks good enough. Fair enough. Okay, I'll take it. Master puzzle on a Monday. I know because people, they're not sending their best version of themselves on Mondays. I don't mean to call out anybody in the Peloton community, okay? But we had a couple of people that joined the ride today, and I'm just going to say based on their output, I was, for 70 minutes or so, I was getting ready to type push the pedals or draw 25 and then post that image of the guy holding like 50 Uno cards in his hand. But then I said, no, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on in their life. Maybe they're tired, maybe they're injured, maybe their kid came downstairs and was like, you know, feed me breakfast or something like that. So I said, let's not do it. They could have just started. You don't know them like I know them. Let's just put it that way. I'm never output shaming someone relative to some kind of objective rubric. But in my head, I have a lexicon where when this person joins, I expect them to be somewhere between 400 and 600 based on past performance. So I expect this person to be between 1,100 and 1,400 based on past performance. So when I see them join, and I'm expecting 1,000, and at the end of the ride, I see 61! It gets the gears a turning. That's all I'm saying. It gets the gears a turning. They died? They did not die. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they posted since then. They're probably okay, though. Fire Hoenn. Can somebody tell me Hoenn is Ruby Sapphire? You're the reason I have self-esteem issues? It's probably you're the reason you have self-esteem issues. You're simply not good enough. I'm going to say this is Huakoko. He has Ruby energy. Am I wrong? Yes. Sinnoh. Can somebody tell me what generation Sinnoh is? 4. Diamond and Pearl. That's bad. Middle evolution. Okay, this is a little bit more my speed, Unk. Charmeleon. Normal middle evolution. Dual type middle evolution. I'm in trouble, guys. Ivysaur. You ever hear of this one? This seems like a difficult challenge today. I don't know Hoenn and I don't know Sinnoh, man. So this is like a real problem for me. I don't know, man. Hoenn is Ruby. Hoenn is Ruby. Groudon is like ground rock. So that's a given. Oh, no, he's not, man. No, he's not. Normal middle evolution is Pidgeotto. Normal Sinnoh. Normal Hoenn. Okay, so one of you is going to be Bidoof. You're probably Bidoof. Okay, then your ass is going to be like Patrat or something. These like nothing Pokemon they always put at the start of the game. Maybe your ass could be like Binky. Is Binky a Pokemon? Trasus? Bargle? Smeargle? He does look normal. I'll give him a try. I don't know. Oh, Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon. Of course. Most common. Zigzagoon, Bidoof, Vigoroth. Monferno, Torkoal. Love that. Number one way to hide the Benjamin smoke in the all-night diner. Size of triple X, but we was talking about root beer. Well, that did not go fantastically, but the worse you do at PokeDoku, the better the optics for the other pursuits you have in your life. So we'll take it. Now, for me, let's look at this. Films. It's a 1970s to late 1980s movie. Movie is called After Hours. Paul Giamatti. I don't know what it is. Go next. Does the whole movie take place in the diner? Heath Ledger? It's Monsters Ball, dude! This came out in like 2000. This is Malf's favorite movie. Not really, but... Is that Heath Ledger? That's Billy Bob Thornton. I really thought that this was like going to be the French Connection or something. I don't think I can... Just give me a second here. I'm going to... Because the sixth one might be like a naked image. I bet you could post this on Twitter and people would actually think like it's real and it's from yesterday. All right, you would be safe on the final image here. You guys probably knew this, but I don't know if you've internalized it. Did you know that Billy Bob Thornton is like old as fuck? He's literally like 72 years old, man. But it's crazy because like unlike most 72-year-old actors, he's only been famous for like 25 years. Like he was kind of old when he came on the scene. So I think sometimes I think about like, oh, how long have they been famous? They probably got famous in their early to mid 20s. So you'd like add the delta on top of that. And you're like, oh, they're probably like 54. But he's been famous since 1997. And he's already 70 years old. Like, it just goes to show you, man. If you're 26, you could still have your magnum opus in you, man. For sure, man. I mean, he didn't come out with Fargo season 1 until he was already like 61 years old or something. What was his breakout? Sling Blade? French fried potatoes. He married Angelina Jolie? Yeah. They used to wear like each other's blood around their necks. It was pretty cool. It was pretty normal for like a 50-year-old man to be engaging in that kind of chicanery. Malcolm Butler, Brian Orakpo, and Will Compton all recorded 15 tackles for this team in 2018. Bro, it's the New Orleans Saints. Lucky guess. Houston Texans, okay. Anton Jameson won Sixth Man of the Year during his lone season with this Western Conference team in 2003 to 2004. Phoenix Suns, they were pretty good back then. All right. Warriors? The Warriors were winning any individual awards in the mid-2000s? While his dad worked in the front office, this Cuban-American played catcher for the Tigers. Manglio Ordonez? I don't think that's how it's said. And man, oh man, those are some tough questions, to be honest. Good and Gather, Market, Pantry, and Favorite Day are grocery brands from what major retailer? Walmart? I'm getting my ass beat, man. That's Chris Martin from Coldplay. And, oh man, Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift? It's not Deborah Messing, man. Actually, I think it is Deborah Messing. What is this? Deborah Messing every day? I don't know. It might not be Deborah Messing, but it might be Deborah Messing. Both Domino's and Little Caesars were founded in what U.S. state? Michigan. Mike Ilitch represent or whatever. Coming of age series on WB starring Tom Welling. Smallville. Nicholas Hoult played a zombie. Warm Bodies. Country singer has hits Heaven, Thank God, One Mississippi, and Bury Me in Georgia. This country, heaven, thank God, one Mississippi, bury me in Georgia. Dierks, Bentley, no. Well, at least we got 3 of 4 at the end. It was kind of a tough one today, man. Kane Brown, never heard of him. Straight up. It's Deborah Messing again. Who would have thought, man? Tennessee Titans, Dallas Mavericks, Alex Avila. Fair enough. Deborah Messing Monday? I got nothing against Deborah Messing, man. It's just kind of surprised. No targets in Canada? There were, VIP Daniel can give you the video essay link. We had a a department store called Zellers. In the early 2010s, Zellers basically entered liquidation and got bought by the Target Corporation. So we were going to have Target, and then all the Zellers spent like 3 months or longer like rebranding all their stuff to Target. And then they opened for like a year, and then they all closed down. And I feel like Canadians love to say like, oh, that's because like the decrowed American chain couldn't hack it in our tough Canadian market. But like anytime I'm in the US, I'm like, damn, I wish we had Targets in Canada. You can buy like a shopping cart full of staples for $61. So I don't really know the reason that Target failed in Canada, but like the Canadian Targets were not as good as the US Targets for sure. That's part of it, I think, but I don't know what else contributed. I'm not in that. That's above my pay grade, quite frankly. Let me think here. Can I say something? I see masculine, but that has line in it. Ridge. Lock. Core. Just let me think about this for a second. Land, win, earn, score. This is like to receive something, to come first in a competition, to attain. There's parts of a boat. Bow, anchor, bridge, deck. Right, parts of a ship. I don't have anything to say. I'm still figuring it out. Masculine. Expansive. Pro. Yang is a wild one, man. Things that come after yin. Yang. Symbols? Host. South Korean movies. Flock of sheep. A flock and a crowd and a host and a sea. This is like a group of animals. A large group. Expansive yang, masculine light. I don't know. Let's see what we got, man. Associated principles in Chinese philosophy. Holy cow. Well, I was not going to get that one. I was not going to get that one. Imagine, like, if you are a 70-year-old Chinese person, you're probably like, this is the easiest connections of all time. You're like, it's yang, masculine, expansive light, bro. Like, what, are they phoning them in now? Chinese philosophy as if there's only one. That one friend who's too woke and is 2017 posting on Twitter. Anyway, listen. Accessory marked down after Halloween, maybe. I don't know. A mask? High level? The top penthouse, because it's a pun. High level. High level. Boss fight. Tree-dwelling animal whose fur gets tinted green with algae. Sloth. Cook as in onions. Saute. River that Achilles was mostly dipped in. The river Styx. It's measured in kilograms. Atlas. Stout. Kitty. Checks. All right, that's easy enough. So it was, 1 second here. Top level. Attic. Achilles dipped in Mama Hades river Styx oil. I still think, dude, they need to make like a new Troy, like a new Troy movie, not like the kid from High School Musical, so that I can bring the most annoying character back, which is Cinema Sins, but for Greek mythology. Of course he gets shot in the one place that he wasn't dipped in the water. Okay, nice shot, Menelaus. You win this one. Ding. Chekhov's River. Nice one, Homer. You fucking charlatan. You hack. LaCroix sparkling water, 24 times 12. This is crazy because in Canada, we don't even get it in 20. Well, maybe at Costco you would. So 8 LaCroix is like $6 at an expensive grocery store in Canada. So 24 would be 18, but then you got to heavily discount it for Costco. I would, and then heavily discount it for making it American. I gotta feel like this is $10.99. I think you pay a premium, but not as much. $8.99. See, this is the shit that pisses me off, man. $7.99. That's basically what it costs to buy like 8 cans here, which is why I'm not fucking with it anymore. I'm not paying $1 a can for LaCroix, but yeah, I could be persuaded to pay 30 cents a can. It's basically free. I know, man. I pay $5 for a 6-pack. That's why I stopped buying it, because I got pissed off. There's 2 things that piss me off. One is like, why am I paying so much money for flavored water? And then the other one was like, my recycling bin is full of fucking cans, man. 30 cents a can is crazy. Crush them first? No, it makes it harder to recycle at the recycling center. You didn't know that? Try being a streamer for 3 seconds. You'd be amazed the stuff you can learn that people thought was like common knowledge. Fiji. Greece. 5,000 kilometers from Greece. Djibouti. 4,000 kilometers from Djibouti. Gabon. Mali. No. Chad. Closer to Djibouti. Maybe we should be looking up in here. How about Pakistan? It's very warm indeed. How about Sri Lanka? That's colder. How about, that's a Tajikistan if I've ever seen one. By the way, can I say something? I don't know if there's any country I know less about than Tajikistan. I don't know shit about Tajikistan at all. Can somebody tell me something about it? What about Turkmenistan? I can assume from the name that it has some connection to the Turks. At least that's more than I know about Tajikistan, man. They use the Cyrillic alphabet. Okay. It's next to Kyrgyzstan. I feel like that doesn't even count because you're like defining it by another country at that point. Turkmenistan is the highest per capita incident of white marble buildings. Bro, I'm literally trying to find out something about Tajikistan. And people are saying stuff like that about Turkmenistan. And they're saying shit like Kyrgyzstan has beautiful mountains. I'm talking about Tajikistan, dude. There's got to be something you could tell me that I can be like, oh. Like when I think about Belgium, I'm like waffles, okay? Is there a Tajikistan heuristic that I can use that's like, oh, if you see like yak milk, you're probably in Tajikistan. Cool hats. Fermented goat. Snow leopards. All right, I gotta learn something about Tajikistan, man. I don't know anything about it. I gotta watch like a 60-minute video or something. I watched a documentary about Mongolia with Kate. Now, I didn't understand much because it was in Korean, but I could kind of pick it up. Like, Kate, were you impressed that even though the whole thing was in Hangul, I was like, wait a minute, this is Mongolia? And you're gonna say, hey, Anel, how'd you know it was Mongolia? It's like, because it looked like a cold-ass desert and the people lived in a yurt, okay? But then they went into the city, and there were people like living, I don't even know how to describe it, they were living in the sidewalk. Like people were opening up sewer grates and then like shining a flashlight down, and there were people like sleeping under the sidewalk. And I was like, damn, I mean, I get it, it's fucking cold in Mongolia, but holy cow. Anyway, what was I talking about? Tajikistan. Nepal. It's very close to Nepal. Bhutan. Closest border, 35 kilometers. Tibet. We don't have to talk about that. Myanmar? Bangladesh? Oh! There you go. Tajikistan is the smallest country in Central Asia, but also the most mountainous. I didn't know that. The borders do get a little crazy around here. I was like, it can't be China, because China is like, it borders every single one of these countries. So I was trying to figure out, like, what's going on between Nepal and Bhutan? Is that Tibet? That's still India. Okay. And then what's going on between Bangladesh and Myanmar, like in this northern part right here, or this eastern part, I guess? That's also India? India goes, like, it busts through the A gap and it gets a first down over here too? Yes, but it's disputed. Honestly, if you asked me to draw India, it would be like this, but it would probably stop like right there and come up. So that it just goes to show you, I forgot about this. This is where you do the like blue check Family Guy posts and circle this part. What even goes on here? 100,000 likes. I love seeing a ha 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 ha. Careful, bad stuff happened there. Bad stuff happened fucking everywhere. It came for free with your fucking history, bro. There's like, but everywhere you go is bones. There's bones all the way down, okay? Doesn't mean we can't have a little fun. This is Micronesia if I've ever seen one. Those states are federated as fuck, bro. Oh, shit. What is that? That shit is the South Pole, dude. 14,000 kilometers southeast of Micronesia? That shit is the moon. Oh, that's Antarctica, bro. I know this is not what Antarctica looks like, but it's fucking Antarctica. It's Easter Island? That's part of Chile, maybe? I don't know, man. What the fuck? I don't know what is this? This is one of the places that like Shackleton ate 6 of his crew members on. Like I don't even know the names. Isn't there like the Solomon Islands? I think that's in the South Pacific, you fucking bitch. Where is this, man? This is in no man's land. Like literally, this island is gonna have no population, right? Maybe like 6 part-time scientists or something. Because this is like it is a South Pacific island, but it's like on the west side of Antarctica instead of the east side. So I don't even know like maybe it's fucking Bailiwick of Guernsey. Because I don't know what the fuck this is, man. Which is bad because it's 12,000 kilometers south of Bailiwick of Guernsey, whatever the hell that is. I don't think the British Virgin Islands are like way more north. Could be Christmas Island, maybe Christmas Island. No, it's on the other side, bro. Oh, the Cook Islands? I don't know where those are. South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. Here's my bone to pick, okay, with this right here. Country. I'm not trying to put my finger on the scale. Is South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands a country? Which I would describe as a mass of land that is self-governing. They have a flag. Okay. British Columbia has a flag. It's not a country. It's a British overseas territory. They had a commonwealth. They do self-govern. Well, I have like a secondary question. I can live with that they self-govern, but who is they? Because I'm also being told it has no permanent population. So who's participating in the government? Because there's nobody there. So what do you mean? It's like the rocks are self-governing the penguins? This is bullshit, man. Tomorrow better be like Italy. That's all I'm saying. They got an area code, plus 500. The Virgin, plus 500. South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands national area code versus the Chad, Canada, plus 1 area code. You can hate on Canada all you want. We got the best international area code in the game, okay? Plus 1, it doesn't get any better than that. Isn't the US plus 1? Maybe we share, I don't know. But Canada's definitely plus 1. I know, because you have to give, when you're at Disney World, you have to give them the plus 1. Otherwise, you never get the message on your phone that your table's ready. Some dude living in fucking like Nebraska is like, what the fuck? Our table at Chef Joe Jacoby's American Kitchen is ready. July 25th, 2008. Entering my 3rd year of university, I was going to the movies, man. This is the fucking Dark Knight. This is the Dark Knight for certain. I was going to the movies back then. Okay? Sony Pictures opened a 30 mil starring Will Ferrell from 2008. Could be semi-pro. It's a comedy. 2008. So like Anchorman is 2004. Kicking and Screaming is 2005. Stranger Than Fiction was 2006. 2008. Could be, no, Blades of Glory was 2007. It might be Step Brothers, man. It is Step Brothers, okay. It's in the gap. Universal, second week, 62 million. Starring Meryl Streep. I feel like this is Mamma Mia. 20th Century Fox, $10 million opening, starring David Duchovny. Did they make a Californication movie? A mystery. It's the second X-Files movie. Or as I call it, X-Flies, which I think was just called The X-Files. I want to believe. Or is it? It is, okay. Warner Brothers, third week, 60 million, starring Brendan Fraser from 2000. This is The Mummy 3: Curse of the Dragon's Tomb, which I also saw in theaters. It's not. What the fuck else was Brendan Fraser in, man? That was pulling 60 million? Oh, Journey to the Center of the fucking Earth, man. Journey to the Center of the Earth 1. 87th percentile. We'll take those. Monkey Bone. I saw a lot of movies in 2008 for sure. For sure, man. 04 to 2010, I was watching Forrest Gump. If he was on Letterboxd, I was watching. How many of those have you seen? Literally only The Dark Knight and Step Brothers, which is actually kind of crazy. But I've seen The Dark Knight 75 times, so that kind of compensates, I think. Hate Step Brothers so much. I like it okay, but I do think it's overrated. I don't think it should be considered the #1 movie in Will Ferrell's catalog, but it's comedy work, I guess, exclusively. But it is, I think it's funny, and I love Richard Jenkins. I love John C. Reilly. I like Will Ferrell. Okay, X-Men First Class to Good Morning Vietnam. It's very makeable, for sure. I'm thinking about the connection. Because I think, like, Robin Williams ensemble. You got to think Death to Smoochie. Death to Snoochie. Death to Smoochie takes you to Ed Norton, which takes you to fucking The Silver Linings Playbook with Jennifer Lawrence, who plays Mystique. Oh! Okay, try the daily. Flip me around. We go Robin Williams, Death to Smoochie, Ed Norton. The Score, Robert De Niro, Silver Linings Playbook, Jennifer Lawrence, X-Men First Class. Time? Pretty good. That's a pretty good one. That makes a lot of sense. James McAvoy and Forrest Whitaker are in The Last King of Scotland, but I didn't remember that at the time, so... Me to guess the game. Nobody saw that movie? It's a great movie. About Idi Amin? Or are you talking about Death to Smoochie? Because, yeah, nobody's seen Death to Smoochie. Death to Smoochie is one of those movies you're going to look at the cast and be like, how is this not the best movie of all time? It's got Ed Norton. It's got Robin Williams. It's got Jon Stewart. It's got Danny DeVito. Then you're going to watch it and you're going to be like, I get it now. It's a great movie. It's not a great movie. It's like a pretty bad movie elevated by a very, very likable cast. This looks like some Platinum Games malarkey. Mad World. Metacritic score of 70. Anarchy Reigns. Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be Anarchy Reigns, man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse. Wait, is this... It looks a lot like Deadly Premonition, honestly. Is this Lollipop Chainsaw? It is Lollipop Chainsaw! Oh, man. That, like, there is no more Japanese font for English words than this. Like, when you see this kind of subtitle, you are playing a Japanese video game, man. 100%. It's a meta-contextual clue. Sounds like a Prozac song. This shit is like, The Walking Dead 400 Days or something. Or maybe Season 2 of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Season 2. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. The Walking Dead A New Frontier. There it is. Oh, man. I fell off after the end of season 1, which was great, but I didn't keep it going too long. I was laughing when I joined Chibley's stream yesterday, and I got the paid promotion tag, and then I was like, this motherfucker really got sponsored to play Wallace and Gromit, the Telltale series from 2008. Then it turns out he just forgot to turn off the sponsored content filter in like his stream dashboard, but I was like, damn. I thought the company like straight up went out of business and the game is 20 years old. Like, what happened? I was excited for him. Like, people were like, you're clowning on him. No. I was like, damn, this is the greatest deal of all time. Call of Duty. Black Ops. Dark Souls 1. Really? Dragon's Dogma 2. The Lord of the Rings. Battle for Middle-earth 2. Y'all, am I stupid? Bloodborne? Elden Ring? Wait, or is this blasphemous or what? Bloodstained? Lords of the Fallen. Oh, so it was Dark Souls. My bad. Can I tell you why Lords of the Fallen pisses me off? I get pissed off enough by like remakes in general, and then I get pissed off even more by remakes like before the original has had enough time to simmer. Like the remake of Moana is just insane to me that they're making a live action version of it like 5 years after the original came out. Lords of the Fallen, and I don't want to like, I'm not hating on the company. I heard the game is pretty good. But like, why are there 2 games named Lords of the Fallen that came out within 6 years of one another? That shit pisses me off, man. Because now there's like a Lords of the Fallen 2014 and then like a Lords of the Fallen 2022. Because the first one sucked, so they're trying... Well, like, so what, man? Call it Lords of the Fallen 2 or come up with a new name. Because now I don't know, whenever they say Lords of the Fallen, I don't know what they're talking about. They'd never say it because they're not talking about either, but hypothetically, it's kind of annoying. Moana is actually 8 years old. Why are you like correcting on the minutia as if you're going to go see it? Like if you're going to see the Moana live action in theaters, you're a cop. It's that simple. Or you have a kid. Not mutually exclusive, I suppose, but You see those pictures of The Rock where it was like, you're not going to believe this, but this is actually 4 completely different movies? And they're all pictures of him wearing a light green button-up shirt in the jungle. With like borderline exactly the same lighting. Now, to be fair, I think one of them is Jumanji and one of them is Jumanji 2. But then one of them is definitely also Rampage. And I don't know what the 4th one is. Jungle Cruise, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Dragon's Dogma 2. It's a single-player game. The Evil Within 1. Okay, we got the bounds on the year. And it's possibly, if I had to guess, a role-playing shooter, like perhaps Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Well, it has one or both, and it's a fantasy or open world. It's not my area of expertise, guys. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Definitely an RPG from 2019 to 2023 that takes place in every single possible... Okay, Starfield? At least I have another guess, because the other one is The Outer Worlds. I really thought that was going to be it, man. From 2020 to 2022? Give me a hint. I think I'm cooked, man. That's not the hint I needed. Third person and isometric? Okay. Gears Tactics. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Baldo the Guardian Owls. Are you trolling me? Baldo the Guardian Owls? I just don't know what to say. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth. This game is not real. Baldo. Okay, Baldo the Guardian Owls Open Critic. 57 top critic average. 13% of critics recommend. Fuck you. IGN 4. Nintendo Life 4 out of 10. Destructoid 3.5 out of 10. The Games Machine 8.6 out of 10. Really? Okay. All right. No, I guess it really resonated with you. I haven't played it. Maybe it is an 8.6 out of 10. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a hidden gem. You sack of crap. Movie Grid. Leonardo DiCaprio, character name and title. What's eating Gilbert Grape? Fuck. Oscar-nominated film. There's been a few. Released 95 to 2015. The Man in the Iron Mask. And then Oscar-nominated, I mean, there's a lot. I hate to put this in here because I think it's not a good movie, but don't look up. Wasn't it nominated for like Best Picture, which is... Let's not get into it. We got bigger problems. Julia Roberts, character name and title. Pretty Woman? No, it's Erin Brockovich, but I don't know what, it's going to be too high. It's going to be too high on the list, but I'm going to put it in anyway because it's the first thing that came to mind. Oscar-nominated film with Julia Roberts. I'd have to say Erin Brockovich. I'd have to say Mona Lisa Smile. I have to say Julia Roberts. 1995 to 2015. 2015? Say Runaway Bride. They don't make posters like that anymore, man. They don't make posters like that anymore. Mark Wahlberg, character name in title. Give me a second. Shooter. 95 to 2015. We go Three Kings. Can I hit you with something? We go Date Night. Because nobody remembers. Oscar-nominated film. Okay, I mean, let's be simple and take The Departed. We should have gone Boogie Nights, man. Julia Roberts. I gotta think that Ocean's 11 was nominated for some kind of Oscar. Best movie. Not best picture. Ocean's 11 was nominated for no Oscars? None Oscars? Can somebody fact check this for me, please? It's a bad movie. It's actually like the least bad movie that maybe I've ever seen. Not the best movie, but the least bad, I would say, for sure. It's the McDonald's of movies. You're actually not smart. I'm sorry to be the first person to tell you this. It is not the McDonald's of movies, man. That's insane. It's an ensemble of like 8 of the great living actors. It's not the McDonald's of movies. It's a ballet, man. I like McDonald's. Fuck you. I like it too, but why are you're throwing out red herrings, man? It's the Starbucks of movies? It's not. I don't care if you got a big boner for everything everywhere all at once, okay? You got to put some respect on Ocean's 11. I get you don't watch old movies. You were probably born in 2005. So any movie that doesn't, let me put it this way. Any movie that has real lighting probably looks foreign and scary to you. But you got to put some respect on Ocean's 11, okay? You got to put some respect on the classics. It's Noah, Nora. That shit came out 3 weeks ago, okay? Give it some time to simmer. You will never turn me against Mikey Madison just for the crime of being in a great movie that people are glazing right now. But put some respect on Ocean's 11 while you're at it, okay? We don't need to pit two bad bitches against one another. What about Ocean's 8? We don't fuck with that one, I think. Well, I heard it was okay, but it's better than Heat? Okay, it's not fucking better than Heat. Ocean's 11 is not better than Heat. This is madness, man. This is why human beings are consensus seekers, okay? Because individually, we're all fucking insane. But if you take all the opinions together in aggregate and run it through the rebar straightener, you come out with like a model that's fairly representative of what reality looks like, I suppose. The hell are we talking about? Ocean's 11 is bad. No, it's not. It's actually better than Heat. No, it isn't. Okay, just stay in between the margins. All right, it's Geometry Dash, and you're touching the spikes and you're falling in the pit simultaneously. And this is all a distraction from the fact that I can't think of a movie where Mark Wahlberg is in that has a character name in the title. Superheroes who go by aliases would count. A simple descriptor of a character or a collective would not count. Relationship titles will not count either. So like Four Brothers doesn't work. Okay, all right. Is he in The Rock named Pain and Gain in the movie? Is it like Bill Payne and Max fucking Gain or whatever? I have absolutely no idea, man. Mark Wahlberg. What is he in, dude? Isn't he in like a Clint Eastwood movie where he plays a real guy? Because every Clint Eastwood movie is just like, he does one for himself, which is about like a 92-year-old dude getting a 41-year-old girlfriend. And then like the next one is always like this vigilante stopped a terrorist attack. Pain and Gain, bro. He's not named Bill Payne. Oh, Max Payne. Max Payne. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Max Payne is horrendous. Ted, of course. Is it worse than Hitman? I haven't seen Hitman, but it's very difficult to imagine a movie worse than Max Payne. It's insanely bad. Jason Bourne? Mark Wahlberg's in Jason Bourne? Am I taking crazy pills? Ocean's 12 is the best Ocean's movie? You literally just go to timeout for 60 minutes. That's insane, man. That's an opinion you can only have if you're like 9 and your favorite movie is Ocean's 11 and then you're seeing Ocean's 12 in theaters opening night. Then I could expect you to walk out of the theater and be like, holy shit, I don't know how they did it, but Ocean's 12 is even better. But with the benefit of hindsight, you should really be like, come on, man. Everyone knows it's 11, 13, 12, and then 8 is kind of like on the side. We don't know where to put it. Even though I haven't seen it. They're all mid. It's a floating point error. You don't know math or movies. So what do you know? Because what you're saying doesn't make any sense. You got to know something. You've been on the earth too long to be ignorant of everything. But certainly not the two things that you referenced in that one sentence.
Delicacy. A noun meaning something.
One of the easiest words of my life. Hang on, crank it.
Bitter. A adjective meaning empty. A adjective.
I mean, we're going 5 for 5 early.
Recluse. A adjective. Goods. A noun meaning something that is good.
Can you do that?
Laughter. A noun meaning a sound. Patrician. A noun meaning a member of one.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Adorned. A verb. Dromedary. A noun meaning the one-humped camel.
Thank you, Super Auto Pets.
Technician. A noun meaning a special.
Okay. 15. The 15 dreams still alive.
Ferruginous. A adjective meaning of relating to or containing iron.
Oh! I know ferruginous too. That stings, man. Is it an I instead of an E? Ferruginous.
Moulage. A
Okay,
noun
moulage we do like every day.
Caracas. A geographical name meaning
It's the capital
city.
of Venezuela, bitch.
Pasticcio. A noun meaning a Greek baked dish made of ground meat layered with pasta and usually topped with white sauce and cheese. The word originates from modern Greek, borrowed from the Italian term pasticcio. Pastizio. A noun meaning a Greek baked dish made of ground meat layered with pasta and usually topped with white sauce and cheese. The word originates from modern Greek, borrowed from the Italian term pasticcio.
Fuck you. The amount of processing power I used trying to figure out whether it was going to be an S or a Z is that probably is like 1% of my daily energy use. My brain went fucking overtime, man. Going SZ, SZ, SZ.
Fanfaronade. A noun meaning empty boasting, bluster. Fanfaronade originates from French, which came from Spanish fan.
Okay, Fanfaronade. Ferruginous with an I. That's all right. Do you actually say Zed? Sorry, that might not be your accent, but anytime someone asks that question, that's how it comes across in my brain. By the way, that's not a stupid person. It's your assumption that that person is stupid because of their accent. They actually hold a PhD in metallurgy. So confront your own biases before you get up my ass about it, okay? The fuck you mean baked beans isn't number one? Fish, palm oil, okra, eggplant, pumpkin, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, chili peppers, peanuts, slow cooked stew with fish or meat, okra, I don't know the beer, which I normally use, served over rice or funge. Offers a delightful harmony of textures and tastes. I mean, anytime I see palm oil, I'm straight up like, it's ice cold, man. It's not Indonesia. Maybe like Mozambique? Halulu. Now, it would be very helpful to know where Mozambique is. Angola? It's Angola! I don't believe it, man. Holy cow. And Sao Tome and Principe. Halulu. It looks good. The hell is this horny ass dish? Dried yellow, so it's like a dal kind of. Dried yellow peas, garam masala. Certainly looks a little like a dal, man. Azim. I'm going to say this is from India. It is. Popular dish primarily in the eastern regions of India. Not an incredible looking bit of meat here, but that's okay. Sure, it tastes good. Fish sauce. Fish sauce to me means we start the proceedings in Thailand. That's Nam Tok Mu. That's Nam Tok Mu, buddy. Traditional Thai dish which translates to waterfall pork. Gastronomical genius. That was a hard one, too. At least the first one was. You guys ever go to New Fuji Restaurant in Kitsilano, West 2nd Avenue? It's like West 2nd and, I don't know, Cyprus or something like that? No, you're missing out. What the fuck? No. All the time, brother. Suika's better. Well, I don't know. Suika has an asbestos outbreak or something right now, right? So it's closed. I mean, I've been through various phases with that restaurant group. I think New Fuji is really good. I've been to Suika many times. I think Suika is also very good. I was fucking with Raggio the hardest. But, you know, at some point you exit the period of your life where you go to like an izakaya 2 times a week. So we don't find ourselves in the neighborhood that often. But you know, our daughter's 4 now. She's getting a little older. So we're starting to take her to like cool restaurants. She was kind of fucking with New Fuji. She liked the chicken karage. What the hell is an outbreak of asbestos? I think the building is old, so they used asbestos. And then there was a fire at the pizza place next door, which like released the asbestos, so they had to close it down. East is on top. I've never been, man. So here's the thing with East is East. Sorry not to make this like too Vancouver posting. There's times where I'm like, maybe because we do use Uber Eats for pickup like now and then. So I think to myself, maybe I'll try out this restaurant. That could be a good time. I've never been. I always hear people talking about it. But then I go to the menu and I'm like, I can't ask my wife what she wants because the menu is too, like when you order it, it's like a combo, like a set, but you have to make so many choices that like I can do it myself, but I can't interview my wife because she's going to think that every single question is like the last question. But then I'm going to be like, what soup do you want? She's going to be like, what do they have? And she's expecting me to say like minestrone. And then I got to be like Afghan dal with raisins, the like temujin special and stuff like that. And then she's finally going to answer. And then I got to go, okay, what entree do you want? And then like every single one needs an explanation. So I'm like, that's got to be one where I think like I got to go to the restaurant, I think. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. But then like, I don't know, I'm not sure it's a great place for like a 4-year-old, but We'll see. We'll see. It's a long life, in theory. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. Is this Ricky Gervais? Ricky Gervais on testosterone replacement therapy can't hurt you. Good Ricky Gervais be like, get this straight. God is real, and through him, all things are possible. Am I crazy? This looks like Ricky Gervais, man. Ricky Gervais on the substance. Yeah. It doesn't at all? Dude, bro, that's Ricky Gervais. That's Richard Jervis. I don't even know who this guy is. He could be dead or he could be 19 years old as of tomorrow. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This picture could be from 1951 or yesterday. Avatar, The Way of Water. Channing Tatum. Okay. Magic Mike. Channing Tatum, Mark Strong. Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. Oh! He's British. I told you he looked like Ricky Gervais, man. I told you he looked like Ricky Gervais. How'd you know that? I saw this one in theaters. Mark Strong is in it. He sings Country Road. I think this movie's a little underglazed. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but I don't think it's the affront to cinema that people treated it as. Now, the third one is downright, well, it's very self-indulgent. The third one is pretty bad. There's a third one? Yeah, it came out in like 2021. It's called The King's Man. It's like 3 hours and 15 minutes long. It's way... I mean, I normally would not criticize a movie for being long because I don't mind, but this is way too fucking long. Scotland's oldest cheese is coated with what grainy stuff? Peat. Preacher cookies swap out flour for what other pantry staple? Salt. Oats. Motherfucker. Why'd you think it was Pete? Because it's Scotland, man. I don't think you're right. You can't sub out the flour for salt. I'm not much of a baker, but I think a cup of salt is going to fuck up your cookies, man. Oh, shit, that's true. I didn't really think about it like that, but when you put it like that, yeah. The Yearling is about a boy befriending what wild animal? That's a bear. Complete guess. Frida Kahlo painted herself with hooves, antlers, and arrow wounds in The Wounded Deer. The answer is deer. Ornithological Biographies was the 1841 sequel to what scientist's most famous book? Charles Darwin. Cornell University collaborated on an online bird database. I don't know shit about birds, obviously. Could you give me a question about like a snack food that has the same name? Name for what scientist? I don't know, motherfucker. Carolus Linnaeus? The Christmas bird count is organized by a society named for what dude who sounds like a German highway? Otto Bahn. The answer is John James Audubon. I don't know shit about ornithology, man. I'll be honest, obviously. Lucius Domitius Aenobarbarus was the birth name of what Roman emperor? Augustus. His tyrannical reign involved killing off his mother, Agrippina the Younger. Caligula? It's Nero. This famous emperor was named after a CD burning software. What 1947 board game is named for an ancient Greek word for general? Scipio. Each side starts with 4 captains and a marshal. In what one-on-one battle game? Just like in real war, you want to avoid bombs and capture the enemy flag in what Hasbro game? I don't know the game, man. I don't know the game. I don't. Strategio! It's just 3 questions about that. That's the same question 3 times in a row. I got my ass beat, man. Same with the ornithology, man. Every single question was exactly the same. Pissing me off. Look at my ball sack, man. Sort these events in the order in which they occurred, starting with the latest. Okay, okay. Well, original PlayStation is going to be like 1994, 1995. Original Game Boy is like 1990. Oprah Winfrey's late 1980s. Now, I have to imagine the first website is deceptively early. But I will say cell phones have been around for a long time too. Like I don't know what constitutes a cell phone, but my grandpa definitely had like a wireless phone that did not need like the base to be plugged in. Like it was battery powered in like 1994. And he's not exactly on the cutting edge of engineering and technology. But to imagine, so Walt Disney World opened in like the 60s or the 70s. So it must have been Magic Kingdom, then Epcot. I bet Epcot was when Walt Disney was still alive. Because wasn't he trying to make this like Rapture or something like that? I wouldn't be surprised if it's this order. Okay. I think you hot swap these two. Man, Oprah's old as fuck. First website was from 1991? I honestly thought the first website would be from like 1973. What did you do with the internet before there was a website, man? They were just using like localhost colon 8080 or whatever? It's not Walt Disney. Read it again. Epcot opens as the second theme park at Walt Disney World. Oh, my mistake. I was thinking it was Walt Disney World. I've heard of Run Disney, but Walt Disney, that's new to me, man. Card says moops. Which has a higher percentage of units that are cheap? Dallas or nowhere? Let's go no. Sorry, if you live in Jackson, Missouri. Get over it. You got bigger problems. Which has a higher percentage of people who speak Spanish at home? I'm going to say New York State. A higher mean daily temperature in the summer? Los Angeles or Texas? I got to go Texas, but I imagine it's within a few degrees. More access to grocery stores. Higher percentage of people within 1 mile of a grocery store. Madison County, which looks to be just outside of St. Louis, or Providence County, which looks to include Providence. This is a toss-up. I'm going to say Providence. Higher percentage of adults with chronic kidney disease. I got to say Wisconsin, which is crazy to me. Isn't the average Wisconsinite drinking like 8 alcoholic beverages a day? 30. Okay, well, so 68% of people thought the same thing as me. San Diego has a lot of retired people. Yes, but we're built different. That's liver, not kidneys. You're going to want to sit down for this one, buddy. This is going to be horrendous news. It's actually everything. But the liver is maybe like the most obvious, but it's the brain and the eyes and the heart and the liver and the kidneys and the stomach, the colon and everything in between, basically. Your skin. Drinking a lot helps your kidneys. Asterisk, if it's water, that's probably true. Your belly button, that's not a real body part, to be honest, so I can't be mad about that. Big ups to San Diego, though. Or whatever. What was the question? Dissolving grades chemical wood pulp. I actually know this one. It's definitely China, number one. Y'all? Dissolving grades chemical wood pulp. So I know what the 4 words are in a vacuum. When you put them together, I don't really know what it means. I guess it's a it's a wood pulp that's been treated with the chemical that is of a dissolving grade. So countries with a big timber industry, maybe? Which would make me think of Canada. It would also make me think of Poland. Oh, he's ass. $34,000. Why Poland? Isn't that where IKEA cuts down all the trees? Oh no, I'm thinking of Romania. Fuck, man. Like, IKEA cuts down all the trees, and then Romania is like, what the fuck? Those are our trees? And they're like, listen, bud, if you want Billy bookcases, we got to cut down the trees. I don't know what you want us to do. The average person is using 6 Billy bookcases a year. Like, that this train don't stop. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Germany loves to export stuff. It's like their favorite thing to do. Fuck you. Indonesia, United States, South Africa, Brazil, Sweden. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows what dissolving grades chemical wood pulps are. So I'm more real than you are. That's all you need to know about that.